So far, I've gone over intellectual, emotional, creative, sensual, and physical giftedness. In this video, I'm exploring existential giftedness by asking 6 questions. 1. What is existential giftedness? 2. What are key characteristics of existential giftedness? 3. What are other characteristics of existential giftedness? 4. What are common signs of existential giftedness? 5. Is existential giftedness linked to intellectual giftedness? And 6. What are common manifestations of existential giftedness? Let's dive right in. 1. What is existential giftedness? Existential giftedness is often associated with Howard Gardner's existential intelligence, and it's the capacity to contemplate and comprehend deep, fundamental questions of human existence. It's a rare form of intelligence characterized by big picture thinking and a profound curiosity about life, death, and the nature of reality. Those who are existentially gifted have a highly complex awareness and experience of being, meaning, values, ethics, morality, and ecological interconnectedness. They very much feel the nature of reality. This often includes a transpersonal awareness of reality as well. Existential giftedness is a form of high intellectual and spiritual capacity marked by a deep, innate focus on life's big questions such as purpose, meaning, death, and morality, often accompanied by intense emotional depth, a quest for truth, and a feeling of being different or disconnected from mundane concerns. Existentially gifted individuals see patterns, grapple with the infinite, feel the weight of global issues, and seek profound connection, which can lead to both profound insight and significant existential anxiety or angst. So, existential giftedness is a unique aspect of giftedness, which involves a heightened and unusually complex awareness of existential questions and concerns. Finally, in Gardner's theory, existential giftedness is often viewed as intelligence 8.5 because it's difficult to quantify scientifically. Some models, like the Delphi model of giftedness, categorize it as an existential aspect, where gifted people process existence with unique intensity and complexity. Organizations like SANG, which stands for Supporting Emotional Needs of the Gifted, specifically address the emotional challenges, such as existential depression, that arise from this trait. 2. What are key characteristics of existential giftedness? Here are 8 of them. 1. Deep questioning. An existentially gifted person constantly contemplates why we exist, the meaning of life, the meaning of suffering, and what happens after death. 2. Big picture thinking. An existentially gifted person sees overarching patterns, connections, and inconsistencies which others miss. They have the ability to see beyond mundane daily tasks and keep a universal or a cosmic perspective on events. 3. Intense awareness. An existentially gifted person feels heightened sensitivity to moral issues, injustice, and the finite nature of life. This leads to profound feelings and empathy. 4. Search for meaning. An existentially gifted person has an insatiable drive to find purpose and a framework for understanding the world and finds superficial achievements unfulfilling. 5. Existential angst. An existentially gifted person has a tendency toward restlessness, anxiety, and a sense of alienation due to awareness of life's ultimate concerns, and a sense of alienation due to feeling out of sync with societal norms. They deeply reflect on the four ultimate concerns: meaning, responsibility, isolation, and death. 6. Spiritual connection. An existentially gifted person feels an inclination towards subjective experiences. These experiences include awe, wonder, and a sense of something larger than themselves. 7. Abstract thinking. An existentially gifted person has a natural inclination toward metaphysical speculation, moral reasoning, and philosophical discussion. 8. Self reflective awareness. An existentially gifted person has a high degree of metacognition, which means thinking about thinking, and they also have an intense internal dialogue. 3. What are other characteristics of existential giftedness? Some characteristics associated with existential giftedness include complex philosophical reflection, deep search for meaning, nuanced awareness of mortality, high sensitivity to suffering, complex spiritual and transcendent experiences, and expansive creative expressions of existential awareness. Many existentially gifted people imagine that all intellectually gifted people are also existentially gifted. But that's not true. Some intellectually gifted people don't have a particular affinity, interest, or calling toward the more existential realms of reality. For many existentially gifted people, their existential intelligence is the very aspect which awakens, ignites, and directs their intellectual giftedness. 4. What are common signs of existential giftedness? Here are 6 signs of existential giftedness. 1. Complex philosophical reflection. Gifted individuals with existential giftedness may engage in profound philosophical reflection, contemplating questions about the nature of reality, existence, consciousness, and the universe. I did this a lot when I was a child, but as an adult, not so much. 2. Deep search for meaning. They may have an intense quest for a meaning and purpose in life, seeking to understand their place in the world and the significance of their existence. They may explore various philosophical, spiritual, or existential traditions in their search for meaning. This I very much do. 3. Nuanced awareness of mortality. Existentially gifted individuals often have a heightened awareness of their own mortality and the transient nature of life. This awareness may lead to reflections on the meaning of death, the afterlife, and the legacy one leaves behind. Yep, this describes me too. 4. High sensitivity to suffering. They may exhibit a heightened sensitivity to suffering and existential angst, empathizing deeply with the struggles and existential dilemmas faced by individuals in their own lives, society at large, and in the more than human world. I definitely do this as well. 5. Complex spiritual and transcendent experiences. Existentially gifted individuals may have profound spiritual or transcendent experiences that defy conventional explanation. These experiences may lead to a sense of connection with something greater than oneself, or a deeper understanding of the mysteries of existence. Aside from having seen a few spirits, this isn't something I identify with. 6. Expansive creative expression. They often express their insights and reflections through creative outlets like writing, art, music, or philosophy. These creative expressions serve as a means of grappling with existential questions and communicating their unique perspective on life. This I do to some extent. 5. Is existential giftedness linked to intellectual giftedness? Existential giftedness is linked to intellectual giftedness, emotional intensity, and a complex inner world, and aligns with multiple intelligences theory, specifically existential intelligence and spiritual intelligence. Existential giftedness can be found on its own or combined with any other form of giftedness, including intellectual, creative, emotional, sensual, and physical giftedness. Every unique combination of these areas of giftedness expresses itself in particular and meaningful ways and guides us to our most authentic life purpose. 6. What are common manifestations of existential giftedness? Here are 4 common manifestations of existential giftedness. 1. Existential angst and depression. As I just mentioned, gifted individuals are more prone to existential depression due to their acute awareness of life's limitations, injustices, and mortality. I've had 3 existential depressions, and I had the first one when I was 11. 2. Idealism. Many existentially gifted people are idealists who see limitless possibilities and feel pain when they observe how the world falls short of its potential. 3. Sense of isolation. Because they often ask questions that others find uncomfortable or irrelevant, existentially gifted people may feel deeply misunderstood or alone. 4. Quest for purpose. A driven search for a why in life often leads to careers in philosophy, theology, social justice, or psychology. Finally, existential giftedness plays a significant role in shaping the worldview and personal development of gifted individuals who possess this trait. Understanding and supporting existential giftedness can help gifted people navigate the complexities of existence and fulfill their potential for intellectual and existential growth. This information came from these websites. You'll find these links below this video. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel and watch this series from the start. I don't know exactly in how many weeks, but I will be back with a new video in this series on intellectual giftedness. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you back in my next video. Bye for now.